As WJZ celebrates Black History Month, we take a look back at two men who broke barriers and brought people together with 50,000 watts power from 1190 a.m. in Annapolis.
Your Anne Arundel County community reporter Caroline Forbach tells us the story of Charles Hoppy Adams and Morris Blum of WANN Radio and how they changed the airwaves in Annapolis and beyond, one broadcast at a time.
Otis Redding and many more great artists to follow.
You could go to many homes in Annapolis, and many times people would be listening.
In the 1950s and 60s, WANN Radio in Annapolis became a beacon for Black listeners, playing the music and broadcasting the voices that mainstream stations ignored.
Because its programming started out with the jazz, then transitioned to more R&B.
To them, to that audience, meant a lot.
When the station first started, it was competing with two others for the same audience, and none of them were doing very well. So the owner, Morris Blum, decided to try something different.
A different type of music he heard about, and he knew that we had records in the station that had been provided by promoters and what have you. His manager at that time said, don't play it because it's called race music, and we don't want that on station.
Then he took another chance. He hired charismatic cab driver and company owner Charles Hoppy Adams as a DJ in 1952.
Well, Charles Hoppy Adams was a phenomenon. He was an amazing individual, very compassionate and committed to his audience, to his family, and to his circle of friends.
Hoppy brought R&B, gospel, and soul into Black homes, and every summer, WANN brought its sound to life at Carr's Beach. Owned by the Carr family, it was a hot spot for live music and a place where Black Annapolis could gather freely during the height of Jim Crow.
Entertainment capital of the East Coast.
With WANN's promotions and Hoppy as the host, Carr's Beach concerts became legendary, featuring some of the biggest names in music.
May the 30th, James Brown. June the 12th, Wilson Pickett.
And many of the entertainers thanked him because he started many of their careers and gave them the exposure that catapulted them into stardom.
Hoppy was more than just a DJ. He became the trusted voice of Black Annapolis, giving listeners local news, job openings, and encouragement.
And they wanted to be not only about entertainment, but they wanted to help people as far as being aware of community issues, social issues, economic issues, and they had different programs to cater to that.
And Mr. Blum welcomed Black-owned businesses, helping them reach new customers and build economic strength.
I think Dad made it clear, no matter at the young age that I was, that he wanted people to be treated with dignity. And that lesson sunk in. There wasn't a lot of dignity for people that were different at that point in the Annapolis of 50s, 60s, 70s.
Hoppy eventually became executive vice president and remained at WANN until it changed ownership in the 90s. He passed away in 2005. His son runs a foundation in his honor, carrying out his mission of encouraging others to live a better life.
Because he was thankful for the blessings that God had given him, and he wanted to share so people would have a positive outlook, self-esteem.
Hoppy and Mr. Blum were close friends until the end, and the impact of WANN Radio lives on.
In the face of tremendous adversity, Hoppy Adams and Morris Blum attempted to plant the seeds of people enjoying their lives better, of having a better day, enjoying entertainment.
They proved that media has the power to break down barriers and build up communities.
Putting people together who hadn't been together before and having people live a better life. And that was what my father and Hoppy Adams were all about.
On Your Corner in Annapolis, Caroline Forbach for WJZ.